You are now tuned in to A Minute with Porchia Carter. Welcome to A Minute with Porchia Carter. Joining me today is the founder of Young Kings Clothing, Bambaataa Hug. How are you doing today, Bambaataa?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm glad to have you.
No, thank you for having me.
What is it about this clothing line that's so significant?
Man, it's one of a kind. Like, you can't find it nowhere. Like, not even in stores. Like, it's a unique type of style that only you can find it with Young Kings Clothing.
So what is the style?
The style is we go from the heart, like the motherland. We got African clothes straight from Africa. Like, we traveled all the way to Ghana, which is in West Africa, and got these dreads sold by African tailors.
Y'all went all the way to Ghana?
We went all the way to Ghana
Wow.
twice this past summer. So it's really like hard work put behind these clothes that a lot of people don't really know about. They just think we buy clothes from people. But no, we actually put time and effort into our product, which is very important when we're talking about our customers, because you got to give your customers what they need. You feel me?
So why did you choose to go to Ghana? Why did you choose to go to Africa?
Because I feel like a lot of people doing screen print, you know, a lot of people just putting words on shirts, calling themselves a clothing line. But I thought maybe to be different and to make my brand stand out, I got to do something way different. So I felt like the trip to Ghana was really necessary.
So are you from Africa?
My dad is from Africa. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Where are you from?
I was born in Dallas, but I mean, growing up, my dad always told me, you're African. Like, he never let me call myself an American. That's why he gave me the name Bambaataa, so I could realize my culture and my roots.
Do you have, like, conflict with your name being Bambaataa in college? Do people ask you, where does that name come from? Or do they judge your name? Like,
quite honestly, when I was young, like kindergarten and like elementary school, they used to make fun of my name, Bambooty, and stuff like that. So
I didn't mean to laugh.
It's all good. But growing up, I kind of realized the importance of my name. Like, I'm the only person named Bambaataa that I ever met. So, you know, it's one of a kind. So I'm kind of proud of my name. I got to live up to it. So
it's from your African heritage, right?
So I got a lot to live up to, because there's only one Bambaataa in the world, so I got to be the greatest. You feel me?
Okay, why did you name your clothing line Young Kings?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people ask me this, and I know everybody listen to Meek Mills. So when that Meek Mill Dream the Nightmares came out, it was a song on there called Young Kings. Young Kings, I be rolling with some Young Kings. So
that's your favorite song?
Yeah, like I dropped the shirt and I said, man, I'm going to call this Young Kings Clothing. You feel me?
So Meek Mill's song was your inspiration for Young Kings?
Yeah, I mean, I give Meek his props for that, you know. He kind of sparked the inspiration behind Young Kings, the name at least, yeah.
That's wonderful. So what keeps Young Kings going? Man,
it's support from everybody, like, especially here at TSU. Like, without Tennessee State University, it wouldn't really be a Young Kings, because, like, everybody here supports us, everybody here kind of rocks our clothes. So it's like, it's one big family, honestly. Like, I'm not Young Kings, everybody's Young Queens. Even you, Young Queens, Young Kings, everybody's royal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we try to bring out in everybody, like their royal, like, heritage, because you got it in you, you know?
So when you say royal heritage, do you refer back to, like, African kings and African queens? So this clothing line is for African Americans?
Yeah, like, because in America, they try to bring us down. Like, they display all these bad images of black youth, you know what I'm saying, killing, robbing, gangbanging, being, you know what I'm saying, trappers. But I just want to show people, like, the positive side of black American youth. Like, we're kings and queens. We came from greatness, so we got to be great.
That's wonderful. Did you face any hardship or adversities with starting this clothing line?
Yeah, starting out, you know, I was coming out of pocket for a lot of things, so I was broke. It was times I was broke. Like, nobody knew it, but I was dead broke over this YK stuff. Like, I have $0 in my bank account, but I have product, though. And what I love about it is I'll be broke, but I could hustle. Like, it teaches me how to hustle. Like, I have $0 in one day, and I have $300, $400. Like, I just keep building. So it kind of humbled me a lot. Like, having nothing and going for nothing and having something. So I appreciate Young Kings that taught me a life lesson.
What is your inspiration for keep going, keep pressing for, even when you're broke? Like, what keeps you going?
You know, it's really my pops. Like, my pops passed away my freshman year, the day after Valentine's Day. Cause that kind of hit me. Thank you. That kind of hit me real tough. And like, he sold African clothes his whole life. So it's like I had to, like, make him proud. Like, he always told me, pay yourself, you owe yourself. Like, start your own business. Like, you got all these resources, use them. So basically, Young Kings was just a calling to me from my pops to use my own resources to make my own income.
Well, do you feel that your pops is proud of you now?
Of course, I know he is, because he keep blessing me. Like, he keep blessing me every day. So for sure.
When you say he keeps blessing you, who are you referring to?
My pops. Okay. My pops and God. That's what we got to give all the glory to, God, because without God, nothing is possible, nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And with God, all things are possible.
Anything is possible.
So you put a spin to the African clothing. You made it your own, or do you have African clothes and then you have Young King clothes?
It's like it's all one element, but at the same time we got African clothes that's real fancy, like you could take and wear on a red carpet, and then we have our streetwear where you're like t-shirts and all type of just baseball tees where you could wear in the streets and still be clean. So it's like multi-purpose. So you can really never lose with a Young King shirt on. Like you walk in anything, you're always well dressed.
So did you start this by yourself, or do you have a team behind you with this clothing line?
It's a team effort at all times. A team effort. My roommate Joseph Obasi, also my other roommate Roderick Taylor, and also my little brother Sekou Hogue. All us kind of pitch in ideas to kind of keep the clothing line going. And we also have younger guys who kind of intern under us who possibly take it over here at Tennessee State University, because I am about to graduate in May. So I kind of want to pass the torch. Yeah, thank you. Pass the torch to young guys so they could kind of, give them something to look forward to. Because Young Kings honestly saved my life. I came to TSU to play football, try to make it to NFL. My dream got cut short with injuries, and I kind of didn't know what to do. Like, I was kind of stuck, like, what should I do now? And so that's when Young Kings came, and I started selling clothes and kind of occupied my time and kind of gave me something to look forward to rather than playing football, because I was hurt when I couldn't play no more.
Are you still hurt about the fact that you can't play no more, or has Young Kings replaced your whole mindset on your dream?
That's how I looked at it. I feel like God opened different doors for you. Like, God didn't want me to play a football player, so he kind of opened this fashion, designing way of life to me to show me that I could use my mind and my talents in different ways. I'm not just a running back or a quarterback or something like that. I actually can use my mental, use the brain.
Do you sometimes wish you could go back to football?
I have dreams about it every night. Like, I have flashbacks and stuff like that every night, but then I wake up like, man, I have also other dreams as well, like, my clothing line being like on Pink Dolphin, being on the runway, like being like Tom Ford. Like, it's a vision for Young King that's going to be great, and I just want to appreciate everybody who supports us right now, because at the end we're going to pay homage to y'all.
That's wonderful. How big is the business right now?
Man, we global. We got people wearing our stuff everywhere. Like, I got my young guys different cities all across America. Like, that's the goal for the end of this year, to make sure Young Kings is in every state, every city in America. Like, everybody has to know what Young Kings is. That's the goal.
By the end of 2015? By
the end of 2015.
That's a wonderful goal. How are you working towards accomplishing that goal?
Basically, I'm branching out to people I know, and them branching out to people they know, and kind of like getting products out to them. Basically, that's what we're doing, just sending products every day. We send something out to a different city, different state.
What else do you do besides Young Kings?
We reach out to the community. Like, this past weekend, it might not be nothing too major, but like, we paid for a group of young guys to go to like a little party and stuff like that.
That is major. Like,
we show love to people who support us. Like, even recently, I spoke with some young kids of Upward Bound about life in college and stuff like that. So that's something we can look forward to this semester, going out to these high schools and kind of talking to the youth, trying to get them an image of people. Like, we're normal students too. Like, I feel like I was just in high school, so I kind of want to give back to them while I feel like I can relate.
So it's not just a clothing line?
No, it's not just a clothing line.
Y'all are a community service organization as well?
It's a lifestyle. Basically, it's a lifestyle. I wouldn't even call it a community service organization, because I don't want to put that label on it, but it's more of a lifestyle, like a positive lifestyle of being great, being royal.
Could you elaborate on lifestyle?
Man, basically living your life right, treating people with respect, treating women with respect, especially we call ourselves Young Kings, so every king needs a queen, know, so we have to treat the women with respect, because without the women, there's no Young Kings at all. So, it's a lifestyle, man, healthy living, and having fun, enjoying life, because life is short. Just recently we had a guy pass away, and he was young with plenty of stuff going on with himself. So, Young Kings, we're just trying to embody what we have and be great. No limit. There's no limit to this Young King lifestyle, no limit.
Do you have another business that you are thinking about starting soon?
Yeah, as soon as I graduate, I've been saving up money to start an international trading company. Basically what I'm going to do is buy like cars, washing machines, and stuff like that we have here in America and ship it all the way to Africa. In Africa, they don't have certain things like good cars, or washing machines and stoves. Like, they really, it's bad. Like, in Africa, the average person makes $30 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really sad.
$30 a month.
$30 a month. Like they hustling for like
you can't
maybe,
even get toothpaste and
you can't
tissue with
live.
that.
You can't live like that. So it's like
that's terrible.
like they walking around with tires, 6 tires on their head. Like pregnant women walking around with tires on their head. Like it's a real humbling experience. So I just want to give back to Africa because they don't have the same opportunities that we have today. Like to go to college and better ourselves. Like if all these student kids went to Africa, they come back with a whole different mindset. Like certain things we care about that really don't matter, honestly.
Like what?
Like the social media, people liking us, being popular. At the end of the day, it don't even matter, you know. So we gotta really like pay attention to what we put our care into, for real.
So none of that matters. What does matter?
What does matter is your family, your relationship with God, and your like you just being a good person, like being a person that people can respect. Because at the end of the day, we all gotta climb that ladder, you know. So the time we have here is very precious, and you want to leave that impression on different people that you was a good person. And at the end of the day, the money don't matter, it's the times and the memories, you know. That's that's my motto, like the money don't matter, it's the times and the memories. Like I don't worry about spending money. I just go out to make sure all my friends have a good time and we have good memories, because we looking back, we're not going to think about that $5 you spent, that $20 you spent. You're going to think about, oh, we had a great time. I made him happy. I made Porchia smile. You know, that's going to be the stuff that's going to really matter.
How often do you travel to Africa?
Man, really all the time, man. I'm blessed. My mom works for Delta Airlines. So a lot of people think I just be cashing out, buying flights. Nah, I mean, I'm just
You
blessed.
got the plug.
Yeah, I got the plug. My mom been working there about 20 years, so it's like I go to the airport right now. I'm going to Africa, but I can't because of school. So really, after I graduate, I'm taking off. Like I'm going everywhere. You feel me? I want to go to at least every country in Africa. That's my goal. I just been to Ghana, and I feel bad because Africa has like 52 countries, and over like it's like so many people. I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but it's like maybe 3.2 billion, maybe more than that people. So I just want to branch out to all of Africa so I could learn for real.
And when you go there, what do you expect to learn?
Just the way they do business, because it's a whole different lifestyle with business. Like my pops, that's the thing about my pops. He went to Africa over 100 times, and all his connections that he has there are still there, but they're older. So it's like
that's wonderful.
The goal I'm trying to do is connect with these resources before they pass away, because they a lot older. So I want to get my face so they can know my face. Like, oh, this is the son, you know. So I can have the same connections he has, so they won't die off. So that's my only goal. That's my concern right now. Trying to stabilize them connections.
And stay true to your African heritage.
Stay true. Got to.
I love it.
Thank you.
So can you give my audience words of inspiration on how to keep going if they're starting a business, and also tell them where they could find you and how they could get access to Young Kings clothing?
Okay. When you start a business, you got to understand you're going to take losses. Everything's not going to be sweet, you know. People going to criticize your brand. People going to try to bring you down. But at the end of the day, nobody knows your true vision. So you can't let nobody tell you anything, because they're going to tell you what they don't want you to do. You know, they don't want to see you shine. So with that being said, I just want to tell all the people out there, all the youth, Young Kings clothing is for y'all. It's not for me to wear every day. It's for y'all. It's for y'all to see the greatness inside yourselves, and also just to live life to the fullest. You know, life is short, you know what I'm saying? So we got to also understand to keep God first with everything we do. And as far as Young Kings go, we're coming out with a Young Kings women's line, like Young Queens, but we're not going to call it Young Queens. That's what everybody wants us to do. So we're not going to sit there and be like, Young Queens clothing coming soon. Nah, we're just going to call it something else. And it's coming soon, though. I'm excited. But as far as our clothing, you can find it on Instagram at Young Kings Clothing, and the link for our website is in the bio.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming on to the show
thank you
today,
very much.
Bambaataa.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. I admire your African heritage and how you keep it going and how you made it like into modern day America.
Thank you.
That's really wonderful.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. You need some Young Kings gear, though. You need some.
I do.
Yeah.
I'll be making sure I get some Young Kings clothing.
For sure.
Well, that's all we have today for A Minute with Porchia Carter. Make sure you tune in every Thursday at tsuthemeter.com. Thank you.